it's a very hard push and pull of knowing when it's time to be firm and, negotiate and, go for the higher valuation, and when it's time to, yeah, stay up at 4 a.m. trying to learn how to code one stupid line on the website so that, the email newsletter doesn't show up wrong or whatever. And I think that's a very, very challenging tension. And I think oftentimes you see founders in both directions getting it wrong, right? So the classic thing would be, a lot of investors don't like second time founders because they think they come kind of too privileged, not as gritty, not as like eager or hungry, right? And that comes from that idea, right? That maybe a second time founder knows they're worth so much that they don't really want to be cleaning the bathroom, say. But then on the other side of things, you have, first time founders, particularly underestimated founders, who are sometimes just completely not understanding their worth and their value, and kind of look to investors like, please give me this handout, right? And that's not right. Like, you're a founder, you have a business, you are offering an opportunity to this investor, and you want to make it look that way.
Yeah, no, and there's a psychology of that too, right? Like when an investor is like, you know, talking to a founder and they're like, please invest, it's funny how it kind of changes the dynamic, right?
I mean, it's wildly different. It's interesting because I was just talking, so we see this a lot. So I've been an angel for a few years now. I left Twitter about 7 years ago, and then I joined Magma a year ago as a VC. But I still like doing angel investments. And one of the ways that I really like doing angel investments is with other female VCs. And one of the reasons for this, we have a small group, we call it the Angel Collective, and we just invest across borders, so like in different geographies. But I think one of the huge things that makes it work is that we often will see a really good female founder, and this happens with any sort of underestimated founder, who really has a good business, but maybe there's something weird about the round, or something weird about the person's background, or maybe, God forbid, she's pregnant or whatever. And it's really hard for her to drum up that initial excitement. And it's honestly like, it's such a game, fundraising, and it's so much, there's so much strategy that goes into it, that like, as soon as you have one solid person kind of behind you, then you can start the wheel rolling. But I feel like for underestimated founders, it's much, much harder for them to find that first foot in.